What is up, everybody? Oh, so good to be here. Welcome to our crazy show, Critio GriTo. Duel Me, Dungeon Master. This is loosely anime-based Dungeons and Dragons 5e adventure, and we are here to cause chaos and have some fun. So, without further ado, I am joined with this amazing cast of crazy characters. If you would like to know more about their characters, we did a session zero-ish kind of thing where they talked about their characters and we did a little group melding exercise, got to know each other and whatnot. So we're just going to jump right into things. First and foremost, though, we have to set the scene. So, Cricket Song, Tilly, and Griffin. The three of you have been traveling for an indeterminate amount of time, not super long. So there's still plenty of backstory to explore with you three, but long enough that you've simultaneously grated each other's nerves into nothingness, but also created friendship along the way, the most powerful magic that exists. Yes, the power of friendship. Um, that being said, you all have been traveling away from the mountains to the east, which is Tilly's home. No real idea why, only that Tilly wants to get as far away as possible. It is at this juncture that you all have reached a kind of medium-sized city state town kind of deal called Delhold. It's pretty much smack dab in the middle of the continent. People pass through quite a bit, and as you're approaching the town, walking on one of the many roads that lead here, you're kind of traveling along with other merchants. I mean, not traveling with them, but they're, you know, some of them are scooting by with their horse and carriages. Others are kind of being passed by you as they carry those giant, like, rucksacks with pots and pans clanging as they walk along, carrying various goods and whatnot. And the three of you are probably 500 or so feet away from the town. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can kind of discuss a little bit of what your plans are in this town.
So we found ourselves this close to town, eh?
I think Cricket's just playing with the pots and pans sounds, trying to get them right, because that's a lot of different sounds going on at the same time. So they're just kind of wandering around. They're not really paying too much attention.
You ever seen a bird when they get hot? How they just kind of like walk around with their beak open? Like, in my mind, that's what Cricket's doing. He's just walking around with his head tilted back, beak wide open, and just like these pots and pan noises are coming out.
Yeah, it's that. And the next, like a little crooked, they're a little like puffed up. You know how they'll like kind of puff and shuffle to like get rid of some heat. Yeah, they're a little. They need to rest.
Are we like in the heart of the town, or you said we're almost there?
You're almost there.
Yep. Like in the outskirts, yeah. So, Tilly, what's your goal for this fine town trip?
Tilly is hungry. We need food.
Always thinking with your stomach.
Yeah. I think Tilly smells food. There should be a tavern.
Well, Cricket, are you hungry?
I think at that Cricket stops making sounds and just yes, and like an indeterminate voice, just like yes,
like. All right, okay. Well, we should probably make for the tavern up ahead.
So I'm going to put this up here. So Khaleesi, Cricket is actually a Kenku, so he cannot fly.
Yeah, it's a tragic Flightless bird.
In fact, in our pre-roll, we were determining. I said somebody should play an emu sometime because that would be a hilarious flightless bird to play. All right. So as the three of you enter the city proper, you're definitely like Cricket. You're bombarded with so many sounds. You've been around for a while, so you have picked up quite a few sounds. Like these aren't new to you or anything. There's just so many of them. The smell of various foods cooking kind of float through the air. The town is lined with like the little what you call it, like a little stand, like a lemonade stand that people are trying to peddle their wares. They're not very well taken care of, so it kind of looks like these merchants just come in, and if one of these stands is open, they grab it and they set up shop for however long, and then they head on their way. Most of the buildings here are residential. They're taken better care of than the stands. They're mostly 3 stories tall ish, some 2 stories. There's one main tavern that's called the Bowl O' Soup.
Excellent. I was just going to say I could go for a bowl of noodles.
Yeah.
With the secret
Gotta find a
ingredient.
noodle.
I think with all the sounds going on, like outside the city, Cricket's like bored making sound to make sound. When there's this much going on, they put like a cloak hood on. They make themselves a little smaller. Like they're just like this is not their favorite environment, so they're just a little more closed off.
I think Tilly would recognize that a little bit and kind of look down and be like, Cricky, you want up?
Uppies?
I think there's that weird moment where they have like the foot with like the, you know, when a bird will reach for you and be like kind of questioning it. Yeah, just like out like no. And just I think Cricket realizes higher up they would hear more sound, so just being like a little bit lower, they're just like no. Just with that little crow walk where they kind of shimmy.
Yeah, the tail feathers, they're like,
oh yeah, it's a whole strut.
well, you can tell by the way I use my walk.
Well, Tilly's still gonna get a little closer to Cricket, but respects that he doesn't want to go up there.
Griffin's like 3 feet in front of you guys because he's walking faster. He's just like, can't do this right
Griffin, higher or lower?
now. Dang it. I'll say lower.
Okay. When we get a roll from chat, we're going to determine something. Now, as you 3 get up to the tavern, it's a pretty nondescript tavern. Looks like any other tavern in the world. Few stories tall, nice. Did you say lower?
I did.
Okay, perfect. As the 3 of you get up there, you're taking a look at the tavern, and what you notice, just like super odd, kind of weird, is there is a furbolg just kind of like staring in through the window as people are inside clanking glasses and just making general merriment.
So we're walking up to the front door of this place, and they're like to our left or right, there's just a furbog looking through the window. Okay. All right. Tilly, you ever seen something like this before?
I think Tilly puffs off her chest and it's like,
okay, so we're going to befriend the creepy guy. All right, cool.
yes, Finn.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, Finn. He looks nice.
He's staring at people.
Oren, give us a little more detail as to what this looks like.
So, Oren is in a spot that he's kind of claimed as his own, and he's done his best to put up like very poorly constructed like disguise, like trying to make it so he's like hidden. But he's more interested in what's going on inside the tavern. So Oren's lived in this small town, and the only enjoyment, the only fun and news that he gets from the outside world is by listening in through the tavern window and hearing the stories that are told from passing merchants that come into town and fill the stalls. So Oren's very much in his own world, like listening intently at what's going on, not really paying attention, and then just, I would probably say, sees Tilly and her giant hand waving frantically, and has just that moment of ah! And just like falls backwards and it kind of does like a tumble over the head, and like quickly kind of stands up and brushes himself off from the dirt and is like, oh, hi, how are you guys?
Are you okay?
My name's Oren. Hi. Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm good. I think I'm good. So are you going in the tavern? Are you going in there? You're new in town, right? I've never seen you before. You look new.
Oren, while you're having this conversation, sorry to interrupt, I need you to roll a intelligence check real quick while y'all are talking.
An intelligence check.
I will say, does Oren appear as a human or like in human form or formal? Sorry, I'm messing up the word. I thought their whole thing was like shape-shifting kind of.
Yeah, I think he's in town. He's Furbolg. He's lived there for a while, so people know him as a Furbolg. Do you want me to? No, yeah. I rolled a dirty 20.
Okay. So basically that was just a memory check because many people have passed through this town. You've seen many faces. Now for that roll that I called for in chat and I had Griffin take a guess on, that's what brings us to this moment. Oren, as you're taking in these three characters walking up to you, you see the Kenku, you see the Bugbear. I mean, you may not have seen many of them, but you have seen them before. What you have not ever seen, though, is this strange pink creature that is talking to you.
Ooh, you look like a new friend. How do I say this? What are you? Is he? Does he speak? Does he know words?
I'm human.
Oh, does he know words?
Human.
Does it words?
Oh. Does it words? It words. Okay.
Also, okay. You can't do that.
You practice this. You've talked to yourself. You've done this. Okay. Hi. So you're a human. What's that? You look squishy.
Tilly, you want to take this one?
Tilly's gonna pat Griffin on the back. He is very squishy. Yes.
Very
Are
nice.
You
very nice.
We need to eat.
No. Oh, okay. That sounds nice. I've never been in before. Because I live at the temple, and sometimes going in like bad vibes happen in there. Like people get angry, and I don't like that. I don't like when people get angry. So I sit out here and I just listen. And I hear the stories, and it's really exciting. But you guys are going in. Yeah?
Would you like something to eat?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I could eat.
I'll tell you all about humans.
Ooh, that sounds exciting. Okay, so I've never been in there before. So I'm gonna try and play it cool. I've been practicing. I've been practicing my cool face. So let's go.
I think when he says you're gonna play it cool, Cricket plays back your gasp of like surprise. And just kind of shuffles past.
He's trying.
I think hearing my own gasp played back to me, I would cause another like moment of shock. What's happening?
I think there's like a bird fog of that sound back and forth for like a half second.
How tall is Orin?
Orin's about 5'10", 5'11".
Okay. Tilly is 8 foot, but she's gonna kind of more or less like sort of hunch down, put her arm over you, and be like, "Come on, friend." Like, come in. And that's just Cricky. That's just Cricky.
Cricky.
Let's get to know this excitable fella.
As you all enter into the tavern, you see it's, like I said, it's rather nondescript. It's pretty full though. Lots of travelers and adventurers that are just either passing through or getting some rest. One thing that you notice though is that it's irregularly muggy in here. Like somebody had the shower running for too long with the door open. But there's a couple of halfling bar maidens who are, zipping around, throwing these giant bowls of soup up onto the table for people. It's pretty much noodle soup with your choice of meat. There's chicken, there's beef, there's seafood, and there's surprise me. And so they're kind of zipping around, and at the bar you see a pretty stocky gnome. Like, looks more dwarf than gnome, but isn't quite as tall. He's got a real thick, like, handlebar mustache going on, and he's just cleaning the mugs and making sure the bowls are clean and everything, getting everything all set up.
Okay. I think Cricket's gonna walk up. I guess they have like a menu of the options hanging somewhere, and they place their order by like playing a crowd saying "surprise" for like a surprise birthday party, and then place down some money.
What he said.
All right.
I'm gonna pick out the chicken picture.
Does Tilly order 2 bowls?
3.
And then wants 3 bowls.
I think
all right.
walks up and just says, whatever the chef wants to do, whatever makes him happy, whatever he's inspired with today, that's what I'll take. I'll do that.
All right. 3 bowls of 3 bowls of surprise me and 1 of chicken. Find yourself a seat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess we'll look around for a seat. The bulgy eyes, kind of. The head's kind of like.
So creepy.
Yeah, we usually let him pick the table. He likes to do that.
You said it's a little muggy in here. I guess I'd pick something kind of near a window, something with a bit of a draft at least, if I could find it.
Yeah, you easily find, a table with the bench style seating, and it doesn't take long for your noodles to come out. It's definitely it's a surprise, all right. There's no telling what kind of meat this is that's in there. It could very well be worms.
Oh, delicious.
Oh, well, at least it's not
I think what is truly a surprise is the fact that this bird has to eat this soup. There's no gentle way for a bird to eat soup. So I think they sit on the bench, kind of like Elle from Death Note, because they're like scrunched up, and they're just pecking things out of this soup. Like it's a little aggressive, but there's no other way to do it.
Yeah.
Oren's seen a lot, but I don't know if he's necessarily seen an Ericoa go to town on some noodle soup.
Did you guys ever see Major Payne when he's eating? He does the military eat, so he's just like, so Griffin's just doing the same thing. He's just like chomping down as fast as he can.
Yeah, they like speed it
in
up.
there. Yeah, and then at the end, just sips a bowl, sets it down.
Yeah,
so it's like a minute at best.
There's broth kind of.
Yeah,
not
it's kind
everywhere, but it's like it's a little bit messy. There's watching birds eat, you could definitely tell they're predators.
Yeah.
So I think while those two are going like ham on this noodle soup, Oren's just kind of like wide-eyed, like, oh, okay, it must be really good soup. I've never had it before. But he's also like, he just so very much wants to engage with these new people. And being that Tilly seems to be the only one who's not just going absolute bananas, just kind of, and she was very smiley. So like just kind of looks up at her and says, so my name's Oren. I've lived here all my life. And yeah, I want to leave. I really want to get out of this town. But I just haven't found the right time. You know how you need the right time? Like some of these things, they need the right time. So what is your name? What are you guys doing here? What brings you to here?
The only reason why Tilly's not going in is because the bowls aren't here yet. She ordered 3, so it's taking a minute. But she'll kind of look over at Oren and I'm Tilly. This is Cricket and Finn or Griffin. And we're just traveling, going with where the wind takes us. I am trying to avoid the east a lot. But yeah, where do you want to go? What time?
Anywhere that's not here. I really want to see everywhere. I want to see everything because I've been in this town. This town's great. It's a wonderful little town, but it's so little. It's so tiny. And I listen to all these stories of all these adventures that people have and all these exciting things. And I want to see adventure in the open.
Insight check.
Okay.
I'm not even kidding. I'm like, I feel like dude's running from something. I got an 8.
Because Oren is just so happy and just like non-deceptive, just full on. He genuinely is. I've been in this town my entire life, and it's that like young kid that just wants to get out, wants to escape, but just hasn't found the courage to like make that jump, make that leap, and is very young and it's a little overzealous.
Full of adventure and zeal.
Yes, exactly.
Excited about things. Imagine
same tofu.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I think Tilly's gonna just kind of more or less look over and be like, "Come with us." And then the ramen gets there, and she's just double fisting, like no chopsticks, no nothing, just like going ham on it at that point.
Yeah, the halfling barmaiden comes over. She puts the 3 bowls up for Tilly, and she says, "Will any of you be partaking in the steam house out back, or?"
I've never been there, so I don't know what it's like. I just watch at the window up here.
I
think if I watched back there, it would be weird. It would not be right. So I just watch from the front. So. But I hear great things. I hear it's wonderful.
They're naturally fed hot springs that Brimstone has basically acquired with this tavern and kind of built the tavern, extended it around them. So it's kind of like a sauna.
Okay.
I don't know what a sauna is.
Tilly
does not know what a sauna is.
Cricket, what do you think?
It's very relaxing. Hot steam opens up the pores. It's very nice.
I think Cricket kind of looks at Tilly as, and goes like, splish splash, time for bath. like kind of explains it that way of like like and ruffling the feathers, kind of like how a bird would bathe, of just like that's what this is. And then
Very wise, this one.
yeah, I think Cricket then asks in a gruff voice, "How much?"
I just to be fair, I think he's talking about the steam shower, not your services.
So that it'll be 1 silver piece per person. You can stay in there as long as you want. I don't recommend staying longer than an hour, or you'll start to shrivel up and look kind of like a raisin.
I think Cricket would enjoy a bath, the bird bath, even though
I hear it's a great way to rest from the road. If you guys have been traveling for a while, it's really nice for those aches and pains. So maybe before we leave, we should definitely take a nice long soak.
So Griffin will actually reach into his pouch and pull out 4 silver coins and hand them to the lady, or to the gnome. I think gnome, halfling. So
She's a halfling. Thank you. I will. Thank you. I'll let Brimstone know so that he doesn't try to stop you. Just through the back door, down the stairs, and you'll be there.
Can I leave my stick here?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
I think Orin sees Griffin hand over 4 coins, and then he like turns and he counts and he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. That's me. And then it's that moment in the anime where you see Griffin, and then the just chibi face with the star eyes slides in and is just like smiling up.
I think Cricket in like a very dainty elvish voice says thank you without any knowledge of Griffin being able to speak elvish.
Nope. I'm pretty sure I don't. I'm very sure I don't. There we go.
Yeah. It just dawned on me I should probably throw in my other languages of just like them picking up whatever.
So
Bath time.
are you done? Okay, sure.
Back to the bath.
Bath house.
This is how people
all right.
get to meet each other and know each other. Come on.
Naked and exposed
So-
in a steamy
We're gonna learn a
shower.
lot about each other just now. This is a bonding
better than naked and afraid.
Who said Orin's not afraid? I think he's
I'm
very
to-
confused what's happening.
I'm totally
moment.
caroused.
All right.
All right.
yeah.
So the 4 of you head back, and as told, you head through the door down some wooden steps, and you see that there's 3 or 4 decently sized pools of bubbling water. You can see the steam coming up off of it. There is no one in here except for 1 lone orange frog.
I mean, we got to go over there, right? With the orange frog and make it really weird. Because there's these 3 open ones, and we just go with the one. We choose the one that's already got an occupant. We have to do that, right? That's what we're doing, right?
That's
I just start walking over. So
that's just hot tub protocol.
I'm already disrobing as I'm walking over, and
This is a trail of clothes.
Just a trail of clothes.
Yeah, there's just a trail of clothes hanging out behind me. I'm just like, move that little towel thing I got around myself. Just jump in there.
How deep does the water go?
It'll be
You
a
know,
little bit
that's-
deeper when it gets in.
That's a good question. So, Toad, how tall is your character?
3'5".
So, I'm going to say that these pools are about 2 feet. So, it's basically just his head sticking like at water level. Like a frog would, like just chilling with.
So
Tilly's
basically,
just gonna displace the water.
Yeah. She like steps into it and is kind of like I mean, she's 8 feet a foot tall, so like just kind of like sitting in it, but it's
essentially.
like a puddle, basically.
Yeah. It's like up to your calves. Like,
I think
At best.
Cricket will definitely like wet their feathers and then like do that bristling action where they're just a sprinkler at this point. It's just
water is going everywhere.
we're the worst sauna guests, bathhouse guests ever.
I plop down right beside the orange frog and just give him the, hey man.
I'll raise my hand
I wanna
out of
make
the
it really
water and
weird.
wave as I'm smoking a pipe, of course.
Oh yeah, as frogs do, you know.
Yep, everybody does. They do that.
Man, this is already the coolest frog I've ever met.
You met Minnie?
No. I'm surprised you're not freaking out. You must have seen more of my kind before.
Here and there, I just kind of wander around.
Yeah, I was actually going to mention that, Oren. I actually don't know much about my species. I was dropped off at a temple when I was a baby, and I was raised by orcs. So,
Me too.
most of the culture, I understand.
I wasn't raised by orcs, but I was dropped off at a temple. Yeah, a temple here in town because I've never left because I've always been here.
You could have been brothers.
Oh my! I don't. Maybe.
Temple Brothers.
Temple Brothers. Yes.
We'll be Temple Bros. There we go.
I like
Temple
it.
Brothers, Temple Brothers, and Billy starts squashing them.
Of course, in the same
He's the
voice as
worst.
Tilly, Temple Brothers.
I'm starting to think that Tilly may have been dropped on her head a bit as a kid.
She might have lived in a
I think
power
they're
line.
just here for a good time.
Yeah. Why? Love it.
So anyway, but yes, so raised by orcs, pretty much raised in their culture and everything else. I don't really know much about my people. The only thing that had anything was the basket had a carving of the wood carving of a griffin on it, and there was this. I pull up the tarot card, and there's this tarot card that was in my bassinet, whatever, with me. And that's all I have. I don't know anything else about myself.
Did you just trauma dump on me? Or is this out of character?
No, I was just telling Oren about, like, I don't know anything about my species. And I just, because he asked about, like, he'd never seen humans. He asked about humans. And I was like, I'll tell you all about it. And the real story is I have no idea because I've never actually met another human yet.
Well, you're my first
And
human. So far, they're great.
Sounds like you're
The
harsh
card
in
was
my
the wheel of
buzz,
fortune,
man.
Does Toad say, "Did you just trauma dump on me" out loud?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I think Cricket will like kind of angle the head and be like, "I've seen trauma." Just like bulgy eyes.
I think Oren sees Cricket's bulging eyes and hears that voice come out of and thinks he's in distress. So he immediately like runs over and is like, "Shh, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Everything's fine. It's so nice in here, isn't it?"
Who's a pretty bird? You're a pretty bird.
Who's a pretty bird? Exactly.
The sounds of a dozen people screaming.
Oren does another gasp, like, "Ah!" and doubles down. No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
I think they calm down. I think Cricket.
So Toad, the most high-level chaos, suddenly enters the room.
Hell yeah.
That's good. I look at Tilly and I go, "We've been on the road for quite some time, haven't we?"
Yes. Yes.
Oh man.
So
So
you're
what
a
brings you here, toad creature?
I'm out here looking for a fight.
Looking for just anybody to fight with?
Yeah, mostly. But
So-
there's like some people on the board. There's a board out there.
What you're telling me is you have a list of people you intend to fight?
Yeah, something like that. I just travel around looking at boards and hoping that there's someone there also looking for a fight.
That's what serial killers do, man.
Eh,
board
it's
made of
fine.
hope?
They asked for it.
Why are they on a board? Why aren't they in like a house or on a boat?
Well,
Board.
they
wanna
themselves
stroll.
aren't on the board. They put up like a listing.
So just like every random town we walk into just has a board of people who want to fight?
There's a lot of things on the board, but sometimes you'll see someone wanting to fight.
So sometimes like the world's best bucket of wine, the other one's like the world's best like noodles, and then it's like these guys want to fight and like a missing
Yeah.
cat or something.
Yeah, something like that.
All right. Okay. I spent a lot of time at the temple. I don't know. I'm learning things.
Yeah, usually we
So-
don't hang out at temples.
Do you want to like? So you're just looking for a random person? Do you want to fight me?
If you want, right here, naked.
I mean, if we honestly have to, sure. I thought about putting my clothes back on though too because I feel a little exposed right now. I'd rather just, if I'm gonna be doing some fighting, then maybe at least put my underwear back on, or my undergarments of some kind.
I mean, if you want to.
Is it just hand to hand, or do we do like weapons or?
Usually we have weapons, but if you want to do hand to hand, we could do that.
I mean, you're a 3-foot frog. I'd actually feel bad if I hurt you, but
God, you wouldn't hurt me.
don't be so sure. Dude, I mean, is this what the custom is? Do we just meet up and say,
usually-
"Hey, man,
Yeah,
want to
pretty
fight?"
much.
Okay.
Cricket is like, in this corner, weighing weights that don't match because it's all pre-recorded. At 6 foot, 200 pounds.
I think he's talking about you.
I think so. That matches up with me.
That seems about accurate. All right, let's how about this though? We'll finish the fits and then we'll get our stuff on. We'll go outside and we'll fight then.
Okay.
I haven't had a
With
good
that.
training. I haven't had a good warm up in a while, so
Get limbered up.
go. Yeah, we'll steam up, make the muscles nice and loose, get out there and beat each other to a pulp, and then we'll come back in and have a drink. It'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Tilly, do we put money on this? Is that how it works?
If you want to, we can.
Wait, how about a gold piece? We'll put a gold piece each up. How about that? That
I'm
way
good
it's
with
just
that.
friendly. It's
One
not too
gold
crazy
piece.
much a price. It's like $10. We good.
Training or fighting?
For
I mean, this is
honor.
going to be training for me. What did Cricket say?
For honor.
Yeah, I think Orin hears them talking about fighting each other and is just getting like concerned and more concerned as the conversation goes on because he just made friends and he's supposed to go traveling with them and immediately they're getting into a fight. So he just goes from a look of concern to just like sheer panic and he's like, oh no, I can't lose my friend.
I catch it and I go, no, man, it's friendly competition, friendly contest.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not there's obviously we're sitting here talking to each other. There's no real anger between the two of us. It's I look at the person here and he seems like somebody who can handle himself. He looks like he trained in a similar method I have. I feel like it's just a friendly contest. This is something we do back in the temple a lot too. It's actually how we get better ourselves.
Okay. Joy Dancer Aileen plays pranks on me, and that's like as close as it gets to fighting or training in the temple that I'm from. So I'm just not used to this, and I got very concerned. But I can make everybody better again after the fight if we want. So I'll stand on the sidelines.
Okay. Well, that sounds like something to be useful. Right on. So anyway, Toad person, what like how many different fights have you been in recently? Is this something you continuously do from town to town?
Yeah, I've been in about 2.
Did it 2 fights? So like your
Well,
entire
I've been in more
existence-
fights back in my
Okay, that
village,
makes more
but since I've traveled,
Okay. So is there like an end game with this, or is there like is there like a bracket system where you eventually win like a big pot of money or something?
I'm
Is this
still
the big
figuring
game?
that out. But we'll see once I keep beating people up.
All right.
Is your goal to just harm people?
No, it's to prove a point.
Prove a point to yourself or to
Nah,
someone?
we'll get into that in time.
In an attempt to be like a hype man, Orin like runs over and says, Griffin's been in 4 million fights and he can take you one-handed if he wanted to. Just not knowing at all.
dare
I
him
think
to try.
Cricket goes like one-handed, like egging it on.
Not helping. Not helping, guys.
I think you should do that.
Tilly, any objections?
Tilly does not like violence, but friendly competition is fun. But Small Toad, no. 2 gold coins for Finn.
So you want me to put up 2 gold coins against the Toad?
Tilly puts
Oh.
2 gold coins.
Oh,
Oh.
right on. Well, how about we let our new friend hold the money? Is that okay with you? Looking at Toad.
Sure.
All right. So I hand Orin a gold piece because we agreed on a gold piece each, and I think Cricket should take the side bets.
So I guess I'll hand the 2 coins to Cricket.
That way, we got 2 different, mostly
I
impartial
start
people.
I start the side bet off with my 2 coins.
So anybody else putting up money on the Toad or me? Who's up?
I think Cricket's going to
takers?
announce themselves as the ref. I'll
So he's just
judge.
pocketing 2 coins.
Orin, having never gambled in his life, just does what Tilly does. Says, "Oh, she
Puts
did
2
too,
coins
and
up.
that was more than the others, so I'm gonna do what she does." And puts 2 coins, 2 of his own gold coins in Cricket's hands.
Okay. Is that for me or for the
Or
Toad
yes,
man?
for Finn, for my new friend Finn.
Well, that's not very fair. There's 4 gold on me to win.
That's all
Okay,
the better
that
for
sounds
me.
good.
No, I don't have to share with no one.
You better win.
I don't mean to cut our spits short here, and I don't mean to make anybody have to get up and follow us out, but I'm sure we can come back in if necessary. But does anybody, you guys want to go outside and give this a shot?
In
See
the
what's going on?
alley.
Absolutely. Just like
In the,
goes,
in the alley.
Yeah.
So,
Well, because we have to cut through the tavern too, right?
yeah,
Like
Yeah.
to get
I
there.
think, yeah.
It's like
Sorry.
friendly competition between Finn and Little Toad Man.
so is it like
I'm
an
still
alley
my-
or a field? What's the setup?
Place
And
your
did
bets.
they get dressed, or are they still in towels?
No, I'm
They're
tucking my gi back in on together,
Alright,
my kimono gi, whatever I'm wearing.
If he got dressed, I got
I'm gonna
dressed.
say gi. Yeah.
So
And
a few people actually are like, "Oh, I gotta see this," and,
And
they're
then
they're getting up to follow you all out.
on the
Can-
way out, I just holler, "The Kenku's taking bets,"
Oh,
and I
God.
went,
I think I'm gonna minor illusion like a spotlight that like shines down and be like, taking bets. Like,
So it is completely up to you two where you want to have this. You can go to the alley if you want to. You can fight right out in front of the tavern.
That's
Um,
kind of what I was
you
thinking.
can
It was like
leave
outside
town.
the tavern.
It's all up to you.
It didn't seem like we'd get in any trouble if we just went outside. Is there like a lot of stuff around, something we could harm, or is there like a space we could actually fight in there?
No, there's a space. There's a wide
Okay.
enough area right in front of the tavern that you'd be able to fight.
Okay.
If I hadn't
So
known
Gri-
this was going to happen, I would have loaded up some Street Fighter music.
So
How's the betting
Griffin's not there.
looking like? Because I think Cricket would kind of consider making somewhat of a house profit.
seems like that's entirely up to Cricket.
Yeah. Well, I just don't know if he wants me to roll for like the amount of money coming in and like who's it
I'm-
for.
Oh, that's
I'm gonna ask chat that if they would like to throw two gold coins at who they think would win. You are more than welcome to. And I'm just gonna do this is for people that are watching Griffin. 9 coins on Griffin.
plus the 4 from before.
And then 4 coins on Toad.
So what was that again? I'm sorry.
9 gold coins that Griffin will win, and 4 gold coins that Toad will win.
I think while everybody's like getting set up and like right before the battle, when they're like the announcers are going and everything, Oren uses Sacred Flame as like pyrotechnics around Griffin. When
So
he
we
gets
got
announced.
spotlight, sacred flame.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
It's becoming a whole thing. It's now kung
Cricket's
fu
taking
hustle.
the money in, lets the light die out from minor illusion, and then we'll start announcing. So announces 3-foot Toad, bald human. Then like we'll minor illusion wind around both of them to give it that epic anime like.
Griffin's still kind of stretching. He does the stands up straight, puts his head down toward his feet, gets the buy a little, and then puts the hand out to the Toad and says, "You know, buddy, good luck to you."
All right, I'm gonna shake your hand and poison you.
I was gonna say,
Let's do something like that because I got the monk thing, but I don't think that stuff happens till way later. Yeah, that's definitely not something I can do till way later. Okay, never mind. Wait a minute.
God
I have
damn.
no resistances to anything. All right, cool.
Would
Cool,
we
cool,
know
cool.
that, or like we
Great.
just kind of see them shake hands? Like,
Says you could do a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Well, let me
That's
do
doable.
that real quick. D20 here. Let's see what we got.
You've got this, Griff.
I got a 13. Plus,
so close.
Plus 3 is
So
gonna be
close.
20. Sorry, I made 16 total.
Can you
All right.
can you tell that there was an attempt?
I mean,
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
It's just
So-
like it's like if you licked a frog in real life.
felt a little tingly in my hand, but nothing really happened.
Yeah,
Just chalk it
like
up to the
just
shake.
a little slimy, maybe.
Fair enough. So, I mean, Griffin, I'm assuming we're going to take at least 5 steps back away from each other. Griffin gets over there, gets ready. He's got his stuff up.
Are we doing this unarmed or weapons?
I thought it was unarmed.
Unarmed.
I thought that's right. I didn't know we didn't agree. I'm sorry. In my head, it
We
was
already
unarmed.
loaded up the guns.
All right.
I did the Henry Cavill, the two fingers coming into the room. That was the whole point. So I'm just standing there. Griffin's standing there waiting for you. So we're waiting on the announcer, I assume, who decided to be the referee and the
And the announcer and,
and
the
bet
bank
taker
and all.
bookie.
All the above.
Okay, so he looks at
Can I-
Griffin, load the guns, and I guess he'll
Yeah.
look at Toad.
Just give a thumbs up.
Just a thumbs up. Kind of steps out of the center and then goes like with a resounding sound, like probably too loud, using minor illusion to like make it a yell, like very triumphant. Fight!
Hold on, I get one action, right? Yeah, I get one action. All right, so do we roll initiative then?
Yep.
Okay, where's my initiative? There it is. I got 14.
I got 15.
Okay, you get to go first.
Just walk
Oh, wait,
up.
I gotta see what the AC is. Okay.
Walk up, dodging your little play throws, and punch at you. I got
Oh,
13.
I thought I
to
was
hit.
just gonna stand here and you hit me. So I actually missed.
Oh man.
I got an AC of 15.
Alright. Oh, I missed.
Right.
Hand with a
So
mug.
it's like
This is
you
good.
swing, and then I take it, and then I take my attack at you. I got an 11.
No, you just kind of
I didn't think so.
throw a punch over top.
We're
of
just
me.
kind of like we're like ducking or blocking each other.
The crowd's like, oh,
I missed again.
I think Cricket's playing those old school kung fu movie sounds, like the like,
Every once in a while, I was like,
I have 15 as well. So
oh,
I
did you just roll a 15?
No, I missed. I
Still-
rolled a 7.
Oh, okay.
Tilly, you hear?
Oh, you also have an AC of 15. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tilly, you hear a young child's voice from behind you go, Daddy, why do they suck?
As you say that, I actually rolled a 22. So and that's 6 bludgeoning damage.
does
like, walk,
Cricket
walk,
hear
walk,
the
walk.
child?
I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for that.
All right, I got 17 with four damage.
Okay. Okay, so I take 4. To use 6. Where's my total? Ooh, yeah, crap. I
Did
forgot I'm not
Cricket hear
that
the
great.
child? I need to know if I could add that to repertoire. God damn it.
All right, so Griffin's taking his shot. I think, yeah, it is his turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
What I got here? I got 16, and that's
Hits.
7 damage.
All right. You smacked me.
I think that broke Tilly.
That's a front
It
kick.
broke Tilly, yeah.
I think there's, as that 7 damage comes through, Cricket does the whoopsie from Mortal Kombat. Had to.
Caught the toad with a front kick.
Oh,
Is Toad out now, or is he?
Yeah.
Is he down? Or
I'm
okay?
done.
I had 11 points. You hit me for 4. I was only down to 7. So yeah.
I had 10.
Oh, you
Damn.
dang, dude. Because I just realized we're both level 1, and I'm like,
Yeah.
this is gonna be a quick fight.
So you're on death
because I
saving
wanna let
throws.
someone else fight.
it would have
No,
been
it's bludgeoning damage, so it's not like we were just.
It would have
fighting. I don't
been
think it'd be
a little more even if Toad was using his sword, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
That's fair. That's fair.
Fist fighting a month
Let's
is brave.
What?
And I should have been poisoning him each turn.
oh yeah, that's
But
true.
oh well.
Oh, so I mean, you landed 1 shot. So is that the shot that?
Well,
I have to
it's
do it
if
with
you hit
anyone?
me too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So did I get 2 hits on you or 3?
Too.
Okay, so let me do my
I-
Constitution saving rolls here.
It's fine.
1,
Yeah, it's all
That's a
good. It's all
21.
good. So Orin, the
12,
little Toad man, falls unconscious.
17.
Yeah, so I would run over and heal him and cast. What am I going to do? Healing word.
If the wind's still going, Griffin, just after he lands that last kick, he just turns around and looks down. It's like Street Fighter Ryu when he wins.
Yeah.
The wind shit, like if the minor illusion
like,
wind's still going by,
The
he's just
bandana
standing there
floating.
like this, looking
I
down.
think Cricket sees you make the pose and goes like, drops another minor illusion. Oh shit! Like goes and starts moving.
Oh, the wind. Yes.
Daddy,
Um,
that was horrible. I never want to see this again.
I
I'm
do.
still
I
at
flip
that
back
point, is
around and
gonna-
give him the whole.
Orin
do
healed,
like a little bit of a
For
thing.
10.
Just
Alright.
gonna turn to the little kid and be like, "Well, Finn doesn't suck." You suck, little child.
There's dirt in my eyes. Or
You are the one who sucks, kid.
There was dirt in my eyes. You turn around to say this, and it's a goblin child. So it's like half a foot tall. It's like a meaner version of Grogu, and you say that, and its eyes get all like big and sad looking, like water starts to well up.
You're mean.
Or an Amelia runs over.
Oh no!
No, it's okay. She didn't mean that. You just don't know. Griffin's the greatest. So now you know. So smile, and
Words are too ugly.
And he runs off.
Like, I walk over
Yes,
to Orin
there
real
you go.
quick, and I hold my hand out for the money that he was holding on to that we put up for it.
Oh yeah.
Because it should just be 2 gold coins. That Toad put one in, I put one in, and then the
Yeah.
side bets were all cricket. So,
you might want
however,
to check
he
my bag.
was just determined, to flip that out. He's got shifty feathers, but
Stuff
I
comes up missing.
pat Toad in the back and I said, "Good show, old boy."
I had dirt in my eyes, and you're poisoned.
Even though I'm not, I'm poisoned just because you said.
Yeah.
Is it damaging word poison?
It's
Or power
piss-
power word
piss your
poison.
pants.
There we go. It's okay, buddy.
So with the fight over and everybody getting healed up and things are kind of calming down, the crowd is dispersing, and the only one that remains is this like super old looking man. Looks kind of like an elf, but he's just so old. He's like hunched over. He's got a little gnarled wooden cane and everything. And he's just looking at all of you. He's got like one eye, all crazy.
I point to Cricket.
I think
Orin
Cricket's looking back
recognized-
with the one eye that's bigger than the other. Like,
Well, it
Wow.
looks like the three of you have brought trouble to this town.
Really? We were just having a simple, friendly contest.
You haven't seen
Does-
trouble yet, brother.
Does Orin
You haven't seen
recognize him
this
from,
one
like the
go
village?
off yet.
Hold on, I gotta switch something. There we
I was
go.
pointing to Cricket.
how's Tilly doing after being called mean?
She, like, I don't know if anybody caught it, but I definitely frowned very deeply. Yeah. And she
Deepest of
kinda-
frowns.
Like,
That's
you know,
I think I was
Yeah,
handling the
yeah.
money at the time, so I don't think I
Yeah.
saw it.
yeah, no, she definitely deeply frowned. It came off way harsher, and just because, you know, she looks like she is an 8-foot bugbear, looked pretty bad, but she didn't mean it.
Well, the 5 of you have quite the adventure ahead of you. I
I
can
mean, we
tell.
just met Orin, so
I can see. I have the long sight. And the 5 of you are destined for greatness.
Hmm.
what kind of greatness?
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Like money greatness, or like fame, or like what? Like, do we all get a special
can't-
gift?
I can't disclose too much at this moment. Giving away too much ruins outcomes.
Hmm.
But the 5 of you are going to do great things for this realm. I can tell. I can smell it on you.
Cricket would like to use Awakened Mind to speak to him telepathically and say the words in his own voice, disclose outcomes.
You get the telepathic response.
No.
Worth a shot.
Like our sensei
You
always
stay
said,
out of there, bugger.
to change with change is the changeless state.
Just like randomly, he says that, looking at Cricket.
I think Cricket just pretends he's looking somewhere else.
Anyway, the point of me sticking around to talk to you and being so vague and creepy is
I
because,
mean, your words. Your words.
as I said, you have great, great things in your future, and I would like to help you.
How? We would love assistance.
Go on.
Are all of you partakers in games of chance?
This was the first game of chance I ever played, but I'm love making new friends. So if you want to play a game, as long as you tell me how to play it, I'm up for a challenge.
I like to gamble.
Perfect.
I mean, I'm gonna let Orange go first.
Reaches into his robes and pulls out a very ornately carved ivory box. And as he opens the box up, you can see that there are 49 playing cards in it. He pulls the cards out and begins to shuffle. And he says, "The rules are simple. You choose one card or two. You draw the card or cards. You take the results, no matter what they may be."
Episode 1, Ray, you're gonna pull out a mandatory deck of many things.
We unmake the universe.
I was just thinking somebody's gonna pull the one where you end up in a freaking gem somewhere in another plane that we're never gonna see again.
It is not mandatory. You do not have to partake, but
Orin being
it's a
so
little fun.
excited and having already said that if you just tell me the rules, I'll do whatever you say because I want to make people happy, immediately runs up and grabs a card.
And I'll pull 2.
I'll pull 2 as well.
Griffin doesn't want to be a bitch, so he'll pull 2 as well.
I think Cricket is looking so nervous because the last time an old man with charisma was offering fun and games, it ended up very bad. But seeing the
You
rest
ended
of
up
the
with a
party,
patron?
yeah, seeing the rest of the party pick one, I think. Actually, speaking of the patron, kind of the knowledge aspect of it is like, what's the deal? So they'll pick one card.
So before we get into that, I just want to say that this is all brought on by Sarah, so everyone can thank Sarah for this. But she actually got me a deck of many things for a
Those are
gift
cool.
once.
Is that the one that comes with the deck and the it's the deck of many fates as well? Yeah,
yes.
I got that. My wife got me that a year ago when we started playing D&D at home. That's awesome. I really like the artwork on those. They're great.
Now, Orin, you rushed over and you were like, "Yeah, let's do this." Yeah.
So excited to please.
How many cards did you draw? 1 or 2?
I initially drew 1, but having seen I think I would have drawn the 1, and then as other people went and drew 2, I think he would be like, "Oh no, I've done it wrong," and try and get back in line to draw a second card.
Okay. Well, pick a number for me, 1 through 49.
Ooh, can the chat pick?
Ooh.
Absolutely, chat can
Bold.
pick if they want. That's a bold move, Cotton.
Let's get into that one.
Go crazy.
How many cards did Griffin draw? Sorry, I'm trying to keep the notes.
I grabbed 2.
2? And Tilly also grabbed 2?
Tilly also.
So I'm the only one that grabbed 1. I'm gonna keep it at the 1.
Did Tilly grab 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chat, I need you to select a number 1 through 49. 1 through 49. And this is going to be the card that Oren gets. And
Well, they drew 2, so I guess they'll get their card at the end of everyone's because they like went to the back line.
I think yes, that sounds about right.
Yeah, that sounds about right to keep them in line.
Yeah.
I keeps it. Yeah. So that way you don't
Just
get
rack and
one of
stack.
these other random ones. Yeah.
the
We'll get
pressure
totals
is
when
too
we
much.
come into it.
20.
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty cool.
Well done. Well done. Thank you, Tofu. 2, 3, 4.
I'm genuinely
49.
terrified in this moment.
Rolled a 23.
21, 22,
23.
and here is 23.
Immediate death.
Is it the one where the dude follows you? If he catches you, you die or something like that.
I love this so much. So chat, I need another roll, please. I
Oh,
need you to
no.
roll a D6.
Oh,
One
God.
D6.
Babe, you're literally sweating.
I'm
Somebody-
panicked. I'm panicked.
If somebody gets the one where you get a magic item, you should ask for a bag of magic beans.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Khaleesi,
Just so
four
it just
better be
keeps
good.
getting crazier and crazier.
A 4. All right.
So let's see. That'd be 1, 2. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me?
Oh, no.
So, all
I'm
right.
excited for this. This is fun.
Here we go.
Right
Oren,
out of the gate.
you draw your card. You flip it over and take a look at it, and staring you in the face is the picture of a harpy. And it's just kind of like there's no words on it or anything. It's just a picture of a harpy. And the card itself, like the picture on it, kind of like disintegrates up into the air. And all of you hear an ear-piercing screech as Griffin, you are snatched up off the ground by a 12-foot wingspan harpy.
Do I get to take a dexterity thing for this? To
Yeah,
try
can I
to-
try to like grab
do I
them?
get- Do I get to have a say in it?
So the card
I
reads
just beat a toad. I can beat this RP. Do that.
the card reads, you or one of your companions is kidnapped by a harpy and flown to a distant shore.
Oh,
I don't think I have a say. So see you guys later.
We can't
no,
do anything.
no.
I'll figure out what these do
Now-
later on.
Chat can grant a reroll. I think Tofu has about 1 million reroll points. I don't know if
Tofu,
anyone
don't
in
do
the
this to us.
I don't know if anyone in the party has any reroll points or not. That being the case, I don't want Griffin to get completely kidnapped on the first episode.
What is it with
So
every one of my D&D games I start, my character dies or
Hey,
something
reroll.
really messed up happens to him in the first freaking episode.
all right, so we are gonna re-roll that D49.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh God.
So that's still in the bunch though.
It is.
Still available if we do another random.
But it was shuffled back in. So then I'll pick this number. We tried
Okay.
to put it in the chat. 8. It's
3,
my
4.
lucky number, so Lord help me.
Thank you, Khaleesi.
Yes, thank you, Khaleesi. Save the day.
Oh my god.
Throwing the harpy instead reroll.
Of course, Tofu would do that. All right, so Oren,
What's that, Mike? Yeah, let him go to the shore and see what happens to him.
You said you picked 8?
Yes,
Mhm.
8.
in a series of just incredulous events, the harpy actually disappears. Griffin, you like hero land on the ground completely fine, like 5 feet from
That
the
sucked.
party.
Yeah.
And Oren, the card itself just kind of gets recycled back into the deck, and the old man looks at it and he's like, "Huh. I've never
Did
seen
anyone
that
tell
one
me what the
before."
hell that just was?
I told you it was a game of chance. So anyway, go ahead and draw again.
And you pull your next card, and looking at the picture, you see a black swirling void.
Oh God.
Oh, shit, the void. I think this is the one that takes your soul.
Suddenly, Orin, you feel being the healer that you are and the connection that you have, your soul gets ripped out of your body.
Is that the sound of your soul leaving you?
Yes.
I think there's only like
It is-
really
Oh,
like
man,
4 or 5
that's
really
awesome.
bad cards in the whole thing,
And I
and we've hit 2 of them so
finding all
far.
of them.
So I mean,
Now what that means for Orin, we can discuss later. I mean, that could manifest in any way you like, but as of right now, your soul is hidden in an object somewhere on the continent.
Cool.
I do have
it's
enough
like a
reroll
cheese
points.
sandwich.
Babe, how scared are you?
I feel like we cheesed it once already. So we'll let it ride. We'll see what happens.
We'll wait till your second card.
Seeing how
All
the
right,
first one went, I don't know that he'd be brave enough to go back for a second.
That's
at
true.
that.
I mean, if anybody gets the wishes,
So the question is now, who was next in line? Who ran up behind Orin?
I think,
Kind of
I
like
was
Toad
after
did.
Tilly.
yeah, I think that was me.
Yeah, I was after Toad.
I was
All
after
right.
Tilly.
I was
So
loud.
the old man holds the cards down, and go ahead and tell me your first number, Toad.
26.
Toad just poisoned that card. It's really poisoned now.
$25 and 26. Well, the good news is, so you draw your card, take a look at it, and it's just a murder of ravens on the picture. Luckily, you don't own any magic items, so nothing happens to you. It's just a very odd card. The old man says, luck is on your side, Toad friend. Go ahead and draw your second one.
What
42.
is your quest?
What is your
Is your
name?
color?
What was
You
it,
said-
42?
Yeah.
Sorry, Toad. He
So
just hit,
Toad-
every time he does that, it's the first thing I think of.
Toad, what was the second one? The second number?
42.
All right, 42. This time you flip the card over, and you see the picture of a legion of soldiers, all dressed in armor with shields. And out the much like Orin's did, the picture kind of disintegrates up into the air, and all of you hear the sound of marching feet heading towards the town. Looking up towards, the entrance to the town, you see there is a band of 20 level 1 soldiers. They march into town and immediately bow before Toad.
Oh, that's not good.
That's what I've been
Terrible.
looking for.
Oh
That's,
no!
that's not good. We gave him 20 freaking dudes.
You
He's
granted
like, hey,
him an
remember when you
entourage.
beat me? Let's try that again.
Yeah.
What are your orders, sir?
That's that fucking guy's
Just chill real quick. I gotta see what else happens here.
Just ready to see how this plays out.
Are these your
As you
front
wish,
focus?
sir. They all kind of break formation and just chill, as you say. So who is next to draw their 2 cards? Tilly.
Yeah.
What do we got, Tilly?
2.
Bold choice.
Oh, you draw your card, and upon it, you see a picture of hands holding a glowing golden key. This is something that we will handle off stream, but go ahead and write down that you gain a rare magic weapon with which you are proficient. Now, because Tilly is not a fighter, we can do it as a weapon that, like, you can do non-lethal damage, or we can change that to like a piece of armor,
Okay.
Or
Sweet.
maybe a wondrous item.
or possibly a wondrous item. Yeah. All right. Second card.
Get the bottle, ever smoking bottle or something.
22.
The jar of mayonnaise.
Somebody got
Never-ending
that.
jar of
The-
mayonnaise.
The thing that can make different things, like the cup that makes different drinks or mayonnaise. This one too. He literally just sold. He would make it every day and sell the mayonnaise.
You said 22?
Yes.
All right. You draw the card. You see that there is a picture
Stick
of
of pop.
16 dire wolves. The picture disintegrates up into the air, but nothing further happens.
Okay. I don't like that. I don't like that, Rumsey.
I got to make a note of that because I got to remember or I'll forget.
I hope
That
my
legion of
friends
soldiers
stay-
gonna be some good fodder.
I send wave after wave of my men in there. The killer robots have a kill counter. They have a kill limit.
Little did we know this is how our boss battles are being chosen.
Right.
I mean,
Stick
searching
of-
for a soul is a good get.
I mean, maybe they'll be my like puppies later on. I don't know. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's how it'll work.
Yeah.
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 And
Yeah.
All
they'll bring
right.
a birthday cake.
Who is next?
That was me.
All right, Griffin. What are your 2 cards?
31.
All right, 31. All right, there's 30 and 31. Oh, neat. Okay. So as you flip the card over, you see that it is kind of a strange looking picture. It's like a darkened alleyway in which a form, like a person, is knelt down over another. They're holding the other person, and the person on the ground, like their face and their eyes are glowing with a bright, a radiant glow coming from their eye sockets. With that, you gain a glowing 6 dots on your forehead. With this ability, you may resurrect 1 dead character. However, 1 aspect of their personality is permanently changed.
Does he get to choose that aspect?
I'm going to say yeah. No. I'm going to say chat
Oh,
gets
no.
to pick that.
Oh. Virginia?
So now his shiny bald head has 6 stars on it, so he looks like a Dragon Ball.
I look like Krillin.
Yeah.
Looks like Krillin.
I was going to say, I was thinking dots, but I mean, stars would be even better.
Hell yeah.
Like Steven Universe to the mat.
It can revive anybody, right? Any dead creature.
Chat does not want that responsibility. Chat is scared. I like it.
With 1.
I do too.
Tofu
Hey, what
revels
gets-
in the chaos.
Tofu lives for chaos. What gets taken from the raised dead?
1 aspect of their personality is permanently changed.
Aspect of
See, if you ever made a character like a warlock that their patron was just chaos, I would allow that it would be Tofu. Like Tofu's just the embodiment of chaos.
I would, yeah, that'd be awesome. I would
Like-
totally make a warlock character if Tofu can be my patron.
Yes.
Tofu.
Then I
is
get to just
chat
go full
patron.
Mike on. It'd be awesome.
All right, Griffin, what's your second card?
Second card was 11.
And 11. Oh, okay. All right. So you flip this card and you see a beautiful fey woman with moth wings. And the picture kind of disintegrates, and you find yourself in a realm of both beauty and like scariness as you are at the table of Queen Tatiana in the Feywild.
I
She
just
looks
see
at you.
Cup in front of me.
She looks at you and says, "Welcome, Griffin. I offer you a trade. If you sacrifice something extraordinarily precious to you, I will allow you to look at the top 3 cards of the deck of many things, and you may choose which one you would like."
Dang.
Now that's an offer.
Griffin swirls the drink in his hand. He just takes a little sip of something that's there. He doesn't even know what it is. He just sits it down. All right. Thinks about it for a second. Griffin doesn't really have too many things that are super precious to him. There's like the only thing that Mike can think of right now is the card that came with him in his with him when he was dropped off at the place. So, but I know it's just a random card from a tarot deck that's got the Wheel of Fortune on it. So he thinks about it for a minute and he pulls out the Wheel of Fortune card and he like passes it over to her, like here, like when the business guys write down a number and they pass it over. That's kind of how he does it. Makes it like kind of semi-important, even though it's not that important. The card's important, but like the motion is nothing.
Ah, the wheel. She snatches it up eagerly. Thank
I hope
you.
he eats it.
This will be
No.
this will be of great value later.
Card for a
Are you
card.
gonna put something in me? Like, you gonna take the card and like the card's gonna appear in me one time, or like my eyes go away and the cards are all I have left of my eyes? Is that what's gonna happen?
Wheel card from Griffin taken by the Fae.
This is probably okay, right? The Fae. I mean, they're good people. There's nothing crazy about them.
Always on
Yeah,
the-
no, nothing at all.
They're just here to help. They're not here to do
So-
anything.
It's worth noting that while you were making all of those motions and things like that, you were still standing in the street with the rest of the group. Like they were watching you swirl this glass, but like
It was just me doing exactly like
just-
something right now.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
like with nothing in my hand.
there was no. They saw you like
Like,
pass the card over, and then the card disappeared. And now you're back in the street with everybody, and the top 3 cards float off of the deck in front of you.
okay.
One appears to be a woman with a star behind her. With this card, you can increase one of your ability scores by 2, up to a maximum of 24.
Oh, sweet.
The next one is the picture of an orchard with one single glowing tree. You gain the seed of a fruit tree. If you plant it, it grows to fruition in 7 days. Unless the tree is chopped down, it provides unlimited food and sustenance forever.
Okay.
The third card is the picture of a translucent glowing stag. It says, choose any one being to designate as your quarry. You always know the location and status of your quarry. When you kill it, you immediately gain a level.
Oh. I like the idea of gaining 2 ability points. I think I'll take
Okay.
I think that was the woman with the star.
Yep. All right. So
Okay.
you touch the star card, the picture disintegrates, and you feel, whatever stat you choose to increase, you feel that, better. All of the cards get reshuffled into the deck. Like the old man isn't really doing anything at this point. Like the deck is kind of handling itself. And that leaves Cricket. So Cricket,
I will let chat choose.
chat, choose, chat, choose, chat, choose.
And I only picked one, so don't get crazy.
You guys have me too stressed out.
Tofu will gladly do it. You're fine. No one could die in episode 1.
Mike
I
can find a way. I'm telling you.
But they can get knocked out.
True.
Yeah,
We need the D49 or someone just to scream out a number 1 to 49.
who is this? Toad or is this Cricket?
This is Cricket.
Cricket.
Okay.
Oh, number 6.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
So
Number 6.
I mean,
Oh, okay.
I hope
So
Cricket gets the wishes. That'd be
Cricket,
hilarious.
you flip the card over, and on it you see the picture of a knight. The picture disintegrates up into the air like usual, and stumbling out of the bar is a 4th level fighter. He is also a Kenku.
double trouble.
In fact, I'm going to say she
Hey.
stumbles over, like kind of looks at you. Now, Kenku, they do exist in this world. They're not like rare or anything, but they're uncommon. And so she kind of like squinty eyes at you and opens her beak, and she's like, "Party?"
I think they do like the nighttime, daytime, and start doing the dance. Some sort of meeting. We're discussing out. It's a series like if there were car alarms, there would be car alarm sounds. They're just kind of trading back and forth. Yeah.
Which I'm going to Sheldon here for a second. Fun fact: there is a bird that it mimics sounds like that, and it uses those sounds to attract mates. And there is YouTube videos of this one that heard a photographer snap like the flash of the camera, like the lens,
Yeah.
It heard that so much that is what it uses. Like it's like they have a video of it chilling in the tree making the camera noise.
Is it a minor bird?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. So
crazy.
they said, "Oh, sorry," but they said
So,
party.
yes. So this 4th level fighter will join your cause and is so loyal to you that they will fight to the death to protect you.
So my mating dance worked.
It did.
This my
Yeah.
good
Griffin-
friend.
Griffin kind of leads toward Tilly and just goes, "Have you ever seen anything like this before?"
Yes, exactly. So
That's
she
all.
admires your dance and responds with AOL connection screeches,
Have you guys
followed
seen that
by
video with the 2 foxes that are like holding paws out to each other and going like, "Ah!"
followed with a chocobo wark. All right, so
You've got mail.
Oren, you head back up to draw your second card as the old man is getting ready to put it away, and he says, "Ah, care to try your luck one last time, do you?"
Question. So I drew Soulless, essentially, the Black Void. Does Oren feel any different in this moment? Like when he drew the card, was there any kind of sensation that washed over him? Was there any kind of like
Oh, yeah.
foreboding that happened? All the
You
things.
know your soul is gone. Like you feel empty inside.
Oh joy. Okay.
Now this is where I say like how you portray that is up to you. You can mask and like pretend to be happy. Like you can keep Oren the same way, or you can all of a sudden be like, I hate my dad.
Because tonight will be the night.
So
Make me change my mind.
Love
All
it,
right,
sir.
we're gonna have to clip that. That's going on the TikToks.
So I think in that moment where he feels this like leave his soul leave his body, to Oren it feels exactly kind of like what you were saying, where everything seems to go into like it's muted, and because joy and happiness is like his focus and being upbeat and the energy, I think he feels just like a complete separation, like it's like a light going out, and it completely fades to the point where he just feels the void and nothing else. And as he was originally walking away from the old man, he would have turned inward to try and understand what was happening, but not understand exactly. So his only go-to in this moment of complete just unsurety and confusion would be to mask. But it's not a great mask in the sense that anyone who's known him for any length of time is kind of like, there's definitely a dip, there's a difference, but this party that he's recently become a part of probably wouldn't know that. So he would be masking. And now coming back to this point, he's had these moments that have felt like an eternity to try and feel what's going on. His only thought is to get the light back and the feeling back. And so the only thing he can think to do is to return to where it went away. And so he would draw another card, just in the hopes that it would come back to him.
Very well, glutton for punishment. Draw your card.
He is going to go ahead and draw number 42.
Oh my.
Someone else just drew a 40.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it is the answer to the universe. Oren, you draw a card.
Okay.
And on it, you see the picture of a jester sitting on the floor with a very sad face. It appears that this jester it has a huge conundrum that it's trying to solve. And now the conundrum passes to you as the jester turns to a smile. You can either gain 10,000 experience points or draw 2 more cards.
Do it.
No, hold on.
Wow.
What
Okay,
happens-
why?
What's the negative part? What's the negative part if you pick
Doesn't
10,000?
seem like there is one. 10,000 would be like level 6 or 7, right?
Holy smokes!
I
wait,
believe
no.
so.
Level 4 or 5, probably. Yeah.
I did redeem a reroll if you want to use it.
Level
Yeah. Somebody's
up.
saying draw.
Level
Somebody's saying take
I
the
mean-
points.
You'd say take the points?
No, like Khaleesi says take the points. The other yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
I did.
My sweet baby child, the points.
But he has to draw 2 more cards.
My dear sweet summer child.
No, he said
It's or.
Or.
Yeah,
Or.
it's or,
It's
yeah.
one or the thing, yeah.
One or the other.
Yeah,
Yep.
so Zombified will get those points back.
Okay. If he takes it. If not, you do have a reroll sitting there.
No, I feel like this is the best card I've drawn out of the three. This is not.
That's fair.
Definitely.
You gonna draw 2 random cards?
I mean,
You might get the wishes.
I
it's
feel like
it's 2 more chances to get your soul back.
so. That's the thing, right? Like Orin went back in an attempt to find the light to regain what he's lost, and he's presented with an option of not getting what he wants back, or a potential to get back what he wants, and I think he is so in the dark without it that he would go back and he would draw 2 more.
Oh no!
Hell
Yeah!
Bad.
Woo!
Very bad. That's what Orin would do. That is what Orin, who really needs a soul. Well,
Not gonna,
Yeah, they're overrated.
we could have a soul finding arc.
All right.
I mean, depending on what these 2 cards are, we might.
Oh
As soon as
my!
we find out if it happened or not. Yeah.
Hit, hit me with a number.
Oh hell, 10.
All right, 10.
This called for a nondescript
Oh.
juice box.
So on this card, it is a picture of nobility sitting upon a throne. You gain proficiency in persuasion, and you double your proficiency bonus with it.
Hmm.
You also gain ownership of a small keep. If you clear it of monsters, it is all yours.
Boom! The town you grew up in. You know, there's got to be a small keep up in here.
Cool. Proficiency and persuasion, double the points, you said?
Proficiency bonus.
Proficiency bonus. Okay, and then for the second card, we'll go with 26.
Nice.
I think that persuasion thing's a wonderful thing for Orin because of how excitable he is. People are going to start listening to him more now because of so he's going to have a lot more attention and draw a lot more people in.
I also had to sell my soul to get that, so.
See, it's not so bad. You
It kind of happened that way,
look at
didn't it?
Tenku. He's doing all right. Toad's over here with a sword. That's gotta be awesome.
You guys are crazy. You said what now? 26?
Yes.
Wishes, 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 wishes.
Come
Let's
on, I need
manifest
the
that stuff into
wishes.
existence.
26. Okay. All right. So you got to get creative with this one.
Oh hell.
When you draw the card, you see the picture of a what appears to be a spellcaster of some sort. And when this happens, you kind of get transported to this very nondescript plane of existence. And there is a Jinn that stands before you. The Jinn says, I will grant you audience with any one being. You will have 5 minutes, and then I will return you to your home.
Is your soul a being?
That's exactly where I was going to go with this.
You could, and this is Matt talking, maybe you could also, because you're a cleric, visit your deity and have divine intervention on being separated from your soul. Because I feel like they would have some sort of knowledge, at least, of where your soul is at. Because
Some kind of
they
tracking.
also kind of have oversight over that soul.
I mean, it would belong to them, so it makes sense.
Yeah. Technically, I mean, you just sold your soul to something nicer.
I
The
I
warlock
feel like
patron could be a healing kind of angelic being too.
right. I feel like I would start with asking to be teleported to my soul and see if that works.
Unfortunately, your soul is not a being.
Okay, then yeah, I would request to absolutely see my deity, Lyra.
To the hall of Lyra, I shall take you. And he snaps, and both of you appear in front of your deity in all of her magnificence. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode. Thank you all very much for joining us. We appreciate chat and all of your roles and your crazy chaosness. We love it. We love it, love it, love it. Thank you all, and we will see you next game. Bye.
Bye.